Hello, everyone, and welcome to another CFRL stream here on the official YouTube channel. Tonight is race 23 of the 2024 Cup Series season at Martinsville. I'm Ryan Hart for Darth Kylo, and yeah, a little bit of a late start considering what happened over in New Hampshire with all the weather that they've been dealing with. But of course, a funny story about that. The 9 of Michael Whitman had tickets to the race, but decided not to go because of the weather. And judging by what went on in the race, it was a very smart decision not to go. But anyway, that was then. This is now. Martinsville, it is a very competitive short track and probably one of the best short tracks that we ever go to. So, of course, it is known as the paperclip. 2 drag strips separated by 2 hairpin turns. And it's a track that's just as famous for its hot dogs as the on-track product. And, of course, because it is a short track, there's going to be a lot of bumping and banging, and egos will be bruised. And there's definitely going to be some drivers looking for a little bit of payback on one another tonight. So it should be a really fun race tonight. Now, looking at the point standings, or looking at the playoff standings, I should say, Tegan Jones still has the regular season point lead by 9 points over Michael Whitman. And of course, Tegan Jones was the first driver to hit 1,000 points this season. So Tegan Jones is in with the win. He has 9 this season. Bradley Domer Jr. is also in, as he has 5 wins. Michael Whitman with 4 wins, he's in. Michael Fox, last week's winner at Sonoma, he is in with a win. David Wessel, he is also in. Kamal Wright is in, as well as Spencer Boyce is in. So now we got to decide on positions 8 through 10 with Jared Haw, Ryan Parsons, and Kevin Hall. And it should be a very interesting development over at the cut line. And so for the qualifying results, or the starting lineup, we have, once again, Bradley Domer Jr. on the pole with a 19.448. And right alongside him is the 7 of Spencer Boyce with a 19.458. So a 1/100th of a second difference between the top two. Then in row 2, we have the 37 of Kevin Hall and the 88 of Jared Haw. Row 3, we have the 2 Michaels, Michael Fox, last week's winner, and Michael Whitman in the 9. Row 4, we have Kamal Wright and Tegan Jones, a couple of the Stewart-Haas guys. In row 5, we have another Stewart-Haas guy and Ryan Parsons, and then JC Tirado is starting right next to him in the 6th. Row 6, we have David Wessel in the 41 and Joshua Harris in the 12. And then rounding out the field is our midweek winner on Wednesday night, Cameron Morris. And since they're in the lobby, I will go ahead and join them. And so tonight, the stage will be laps 62 to 63. The pace speed will be 45 miles an hour. Calling out, you have to call out when you're pitting and call out when you're exiting, which is always very important no matter what track we go to. Now, as far as who I have my eye on tonight, definitely the front row. Bradley Domer Jr., who is always fast no matter where we go. And I'm also going to keep my eye on that 7 of Spencer Boyce. He, of course, got his first Cup Series win here in the spring last season. And he also won the midweek race here in a very dominating fashion. So he's definitely one of the guys that knows how to get around Martinsville. And he's surely going to be a threat tonight. And he's hoping to get his second win of the season. And as the lobby is lagging like mad once again. Now, I would like to reiterate that the multiplayer servers for both Heat 5 and 21 Ignition shut down for a little over a week, maybe a little under a week, and we're still having these issues trying to get these races underway, especially since we have a late start tonight because the real race in New Hampshire was delayed by 2.5 hours because of rain. And that's after they moved the start of the race up because of it. But such is life, and such is trying to deal with a copy and paste game from 4 years ago that barely works anymore. And the fall of 2025 can't really come soon enough, I feel. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Got a little bit of a sidetracked, but we're gonna go ahead and hopefully get this race started for you guys. And the clock in the lobby has hit 0, so I will go ahead and join in. Well, so far everything looks pretty good. Now all we have to do is rack them up and get them rolling. Let's go ahead and find our pole sitter, Bradley Domer Jr., and there he is. So how about we do a little Sunday night short tracking here at Martinsville. Bradley on the inside, Spencer on the outside. And it's going to be a pretty wild night here in Virginia. Well, it looks like they might add another lap here before we get going, as we see one car on pit road. And that is the 2 of Cameron Morris. He probably entered pit road accidentally. So we will add one more pace lap. Alright, Cameron Morris is coming off of pit road now, so we are going to go ahead and get going as they are starting to speed up a little. Bradley on pole. Spencer on the outside. The green flag is out. Now go get them, you bunch of hot dogs.
Better off starting forward.
I'm also trying to lay back a little more.
Ooh.
I can go lower than one spotter. I can just put the 41 on the road.
Come on, I got a question.
Pretty wide.
Why? Hot
What
spot?
are you doing, my killer? Why? What's going on?
Oh, I just got pushed into TNT.
Sorry.
I went by, sorry, I got loose. I'm lagging, Keegan, or what's going on?
No, that's why I'm just asking.
No, I'm at my girlfriend's house.
Oh.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Alright.
Wait, you cheated on me? Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Sorry, what's on?
I'm trying to get so much room to the block.
No!
What happened there?
Keep my
37.
No, when I got up to you when you went up, I didn't let off the gas enough. When you came down,
I don't know why I did not give it up when I've got the fucking position on you.
I was still on your side.
And all you're doing is fucking holding them both up, you fucking idiot. And then you about walled my ass.
I got visible damage.
How did I about wall you?
You literally had me turned dead to the fucking right.
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Thanks, that brought me the whole way back to you guys.
Did he try to dive bomb him?
Bradley ran into him. Bradley. I never seen him drive like that, but I like it.
So we're about 8 laps in, and Bradley was holding strong at the front, and now Spencer's on his inside trying to make the move for the lead. But it looks like the 88 of Jared Haw tried to make something happen on the outside. Michael Whitman makes the move for second, so it's Hendrick 1-2-4 at the front. And now he's trying to make the move on Bradley for the lead. Oh, but Mike got his nose in there. They're side by side down the backstretch. And Mike just dives it into turn 3, and he takes the lead. NASCAR Man 101, Michael Zartman Jr. He's saying short track tempers win. I would definitely say sometime during the second half of the race. It will definitely come up for sure. But Michael Whitman making his presence felt early as he takes the lead, but smacks the wall off of 2, and that's going to allow Bradley to get right back onto his bumper. And of course, even though these two guys are teammates, they have definitely had a history with battling each other so far this season. Going back to Atlanta, and an epic battle between those two that saw Michael Whitman take the win. But now it's starting to look like he's pulling away once again. And Spencer Boyce, who has become probably one of the most dominant drivers in recent memory here at Martinsville. He's now trying to make the move for third, or trying to make the move for second, but it's Jared Haw making the move on Spencer for third. We got this battle right here between Joshua Harris and JT Tirado. And behind them, the 37 of Kevin Hall, who got into a little bit of a mishap as he spun off of turn 2. So he's obviously a couple of laps down, maybe 1 lap down. Contact between the 12 and the 8. Oh, even more contact. Tirado forces Harris up the track. And he ends up getting the worst of it. And Kamal Wright has a front row seat for this battle for second, which is now a 3-car battle between the 48, the 7, and the 88. Now, of course, Kamal Wright is one of those drivers that has locked himself into the playoffs with a win, as he's under attack from the Ford Tegan Jones, as he takes, I believe that is 5th away. We got 1 car on pit road, and it is the 8 of JC Torado. But of course, again, Kamal Wright, one of those drivers, has locked himself in with a win. But if there's one thing that he has to work on before we get the playoffs underway, is that he has to learn how to finish. He has to know how to finish races. And of course, it's not really his fault. It's his internet. And hopefully he can get that worked out before we get the playoffs underway, as now he's losing another spot to Michael Fox in the 42 as Spencer Boyce is around. And Kamal Wright hits him. The 14 is involved also. And the 2 might have been involved in that as well. So it looks like the caution will be out, and this will be the race back. And Michael Whitman has really pulled away from his teammate Bradley. And Crash, you're definitely right on that. It looked like Spencer might have either made contact with Bradley, or he just got loose and he spun himself around. He stopped right in the middle of the track, and Kamal Wright had nowhere to go. And that's another thing about Martinsville. It's short, but it's also very narrow. And there's not a whole lot of room to get around any kind of accidents. So we have our first official caution of the race for an accident. Of course, pit road is open, and it looks like everybody will be coming in. And as per usual, with everyone coming in, we shall see who has the first pit stall. So it'll be easier to tell who wins the race off of pit road. And it looks like the 8 of JC Torado still on pit road, so it must mean that he has lagged out of the race and he is done for the night early. And it looks like, I think it is the 7 of Spencer Boyce, because he's running one of the NASCAR Heat Pro League teams, and it is. It is the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And Michael Fox wins the race off of pit road. So he must have taken only 2 tires. And of course, Spencer, involved in that accident, has to spend a little bit more time repairing damage. So Michael Fox, last week's winner. AI beef? I don't know, man. I don't know if what kind of beef there is yet. Of course, everybody's stopping on the track here, probably to probably because somebody has ghosted. They want to make sure that they are unghosted. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. So we are probably going to take another couple laps. Maybe another lap or so. It looks like they are doubling up, so we might either go this time or next time. And we are going next time. So Michael Fox, last week's winner at Sonoma, taking 2 tires to take advantage of that track position, and he's now leading. And the 2 of Cameron Morris, who started the race, who accidentally ended up on pit road before the start of the race, he's now running second. And he started last. And as they hit that Geico restart zone, we are underway again at Martinsville. Oh, Michael Whitman tried to make that diving move on Fox. It's the Michael and Michael show as they come off of turn 2. And Whitman gets his nose in there. A little bit of contact between the two. Side by side off of 4, and Whitman retakes the lead. And Bradley takes over second as there's a car sideways off of turn 2. And it's the 37 of Kevin Hall again. Just like at the very start of the race. He spins out coming off of turn 2. And oh, Jared Haw hits the wall. You're beating and banging, yep. I definitely agree with you there. And even race leader Michael Whitman had to do a little bit of beating and banging, and he beat and banged off the wall there just now. As they're coming to lap 33, we have about 30 laps to go in the stage. So I think they may have moved the end of the stage an extra lap because they had to take an extra lap to start the race. Michael Whitman really pulling away from Bradley Domer Jr. So it's looking like he has the car to beat. And meanwhile, Spencer Boyce stuck in traffic after that accident which brought out the caution. And I believe he is running 9th or 10th. Yeah, he is running in 10th position. So he has a lot of ground to make up. But he is making a move on Joshua Harris for 9th, though. Oh, they might have given him the bumper. But Harris still hangs on to that 9th spot. And everyone is pretty much running single file at this point. But of course, when they're running single file at a place like Martinsville, you know one of them's going to give the other the bumper. And I think Tegan Jones got out of line a little bit to try and make a move on David Wessel. But it was to no avail, and he stays in 5th. Oh, we got a battle brewing between Spencer and Harris once again. Spencer gets the nose in there, had to use a little bit of curb. And Spencer makes the move for 9th. Oh, but Harris gives him the bumper. And Spencer in the wall. And they're side by side again, even more contact. Spencer in the wall again. And Cameron Morris had to take evasive action. Now Spencer's sinking even further down the field. If I were one of his controllers, I would be very nervous right now, even though it's early. But Joshua Harris with a very valiant battle as, oh, Spencer gives him the bumper. And Cameron Morris took advantage of the both of them as he's now running in 9th. And I said earlier about some of these guys getting paybacks on one another. Well, we're definitely seeing a payback for something that happened earlier in the race. And Harris is working on Morris for 9th. Spencer's following suit. He might give them the bumper again. Harris dives it in a little too deep, and that's going to allow Spencer to get underneath him. Even more contact between these two. And they're acting like they're fighting for the lead, but realistically, this is only for ninth. Spencer takes advantage of that battle for now. And now Spencer's starting to pull away. And now we have a battle for second between Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Fox. And Fox taking a little bit of a higher line in turn 1 and 2. That's not going to help him out that much. This is pretty much a one-groove racetrack, and that one groove is down on the bottom. But Fox isn't letting Bradley out of his sights that easy. As now, it looks like we got an all-Stewart-Haas battle for fourth. And Kamal Wright is the one at the head of this train. So all the Stewart-Haas guys are running together. And Tegan Jones takes over fifth. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh is where the Stewart-Haas guys are running. It's pretty interesting to see all four of them run all together, because I don't think that's happened yet this season. Or at least to my knowledge, anyway. We have about 13 or 14 laps to go. Michael Whitman has a whole straightaway lead over second place Bradley Domer Jr. But he smacks that wall a little bit again coming off of turn 2. That might impact his speed just that little bit. But it hasn't really affected him too much as of yet. And here comes Spencer Boyce working on Jarrett Haw for 8th. Yeah, because even though he was stuck in traffic after spinning out, coming off of turn 4, bringing out that caution, Spencer still has a really fast car. He just has a lot of work to do to catch back up to the leaders. Yeah, but he's on the inside of Jarrett Haw for 8th. And Spencer Boyce has taken over 8th, ahead of the 88 of Jarrett Haw. Meanwhile, Michael Fox still trying every which way to get around Bradley Domer Jr. for second. And I believe the gap between the 9 and the 48 has grown even more. Now it's even a little bit more of a straightaway now. So we have this battle for 10th between the two Penske guys of Joshua Harris and Cameron Morris. Of course, Cameron Morris won our midweek race at Daytona on Wednesday night. It was originally going to be an off week, but we decided that to add an extra race to the midweek schedule, and we ran the trucks at Daytona. And it was on the last lap of that race. Michael Fox had a very commanding lead, but he ran out of gas coming off of turn 2 and sputtered all the way around the rest of the track. And just when Fox was about to cross the line to take the win, it was Cameron Morris who made his fuel last and stole the win away from last week's Cup Series winner. continuing his dominant run in the midweek series. Well on his way to a regular season championship in that series. But I wouldn't be him looking behind him just now as Michael Whitman, is about to put him a lap down. Yeah, he has that big of a gap. And I believe we are about a couple laps away from the end of the stage here. I'm sure it's 2 laps to go now. But of course we did take an extra lap to start the race, so they might have pushed it back a lap. So we shall see about that. But still though, Michael Whitman, he's gonna win this stage easily over Bradley Domer Jr. And yes, I agree with you on that. The 9 is in a totally different zip code right now. Yep, the stage has ended. So Michael Whitman, a very dominant stage win here at Martinsville. Bradley Domer Jr. second, Michael Fox third, Tegan Jones fourth, Kamal Wright fifth, Ryan Parsons 6th, David Wessel 7th, Spencer Boyce 8th, Jared Hahn 9th, and Cameron Morrison 10th. So Michael Whitman may be driving with a little bit of fire in his belly after what happened to Chase Elliott at the race in New Hampshire. Nobody likes Joey Logano. That's all I have to say about that. And this is also coming from an Elliott fan myself, as pits are open. And everybody's coming in. And we will go ahead and switch it over to Spencer Boyce since he does have the first pit stall. Who even likes Logano? I don't know. I'm not sure. You would have to be a sadistic masochist to like Joey Logano. Boo 22. Yep, I agree with you there too. I probably would disagree on that. I'm not really a Larson guy. Because, I mean, who likes somebody that gets rewarded for saying the N-word in public chat during Monza Madness? But anyway, it is the 2 Michaels that were the first 2 off of pit road. So it'll be the Michael and Michael show once again, but when we get this race restarted. So it is Michael Whitman on the inside, Michael Fox on the outside as we get ready to start this final stage. And I say it is time for a little bit of a Sunday night short track. Crank it up.
The 15-8. You gonna fucking...
What happened, Wessel?
Ow! It's like the 42 checked up.
Oh
the
my
front
god,
line.
now I've got damage. I don't understand.
I'm sorry, I tried to get to the bottom and the 12 hit me. And we
I was trying to get to the bottom too.
Yeah,
On my screen,
Oh, he just got hit by Spencer again. 12 got hit by Spencer in the middle of the corner.
Tegan, that was weird.
I really hope that I loosen this up quite a bit where this front end will make it even.
It was like a little tap on my screen and just.
Yeah, I know.
I still no turn. And I haven't had this issue all fucking week. Like it's like my fucking joystick's broken or something.
J-Bait.
I'm sorry. I know. I didn't hit you on my end, but it was very evident.
What the fuck are you doing? Could it be stick drift?
Dude, Wessel's car just had a mind of its own there, dude.
He's on a wheel. I mean, he don't have stick drift.
Oh, he on a wheel.
He's talking about me.
All right.
Oh.
It's not expected to be right there.
Okay, glitching. I'm on a little bit. Just a little twitchy. Really?
My car has. They don't feel it anywhere near what it did.
Oh, frig. Sorry, S'mores. Frig.
That's the second time.
Damn it.
And I'm back to where I normally am.
Wow, why am I so tight in there?
I took that.
I pound the wall like 3
Dude,
times.
the second I get to the gas, my car just goes straight. It's like as soon as I.
Michael Whitman once again starting to pull away from the second place of Michael Fox. Whitman hasn't really pulled away as much as he would have liked, but it looks like Whitman has set up his car for a long run. And now it's really starting to come to him now as he starts to pull away by a very good margin over Michael Fox. And he himself has pulled away from the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., who's now under attack from the 4 of Tegan Jones. This is, of course, for third place. Of course, Jones does have some help behind him as his 3 Stewart-Haas teammates are right behind him as Kamal Wright and Ryan Parsons hit the wall off of 4. Oh, but Tegan Jones, he got a nose in there. He had to use a little bit of curb to try to make the move. Of course, it is still relatively early as we have about 174 laps to go. And of course, the lap around here can be completed in about 20 seconds or so. So we should be done with this race relatively quick. And of course, we did have a bit of a late start. Yeah, now Michael Whitman's car is really starting to go. He's starting to be in a whole nother zip code. And all Michael Fox can really do at this point is just watch Whitman pull away. Meanwhile, we're looking at this battle, I believe, for 6th between Ryan Parsons and Spencer Boyce. And Spencer Boyce's car is starting to come alive now. He still has a lot of work to do, though. And of course, Spencer trying to size Parsons up. Trying to find when that best time to make that move is. Oh, but he's trying to make the move on the high side, trying to make that work. Oh, but Spencer hits the wall off of 4. So Parsons holds on for now. And Whitman in first has pulled away. Fox in second has pulled away. So really the race is for third. Between Bradley Domer Jr., Kamal Wright, Tegan Jones, Ryan Parsons, Spencer Boyce, David Wessel, Jared Haw not that far behind either. But now it looks like Bradley might pull away from this little scrap. Meanwhile, Michael Whitman still out front. Michael Fox in second. Well, it is still very much the Michael and Michael show, but it's obvious that one Michael is being favored over the other. But Whitman smacks the wall a little bit coming off of 4. And it looks like Spencer Boyce has gotten around Ryan Parsons for 6. So now he's working on Tegan Jones for 5th. Trying to get a top 5 position. Because I know that if he doesn't win this race, he at least wants to get a top 5 so he can get an interview. Because I know Spencer, and that's exactly what he wants. And Spencer is there. But again, much like when he made the move on Parsons, he's trying to size him up. Let him know he's there. Probably pressure him into making a mistake. Or try to make the move on the high side. That probably won't work, but of course, to each his own. But Parsons trying to make the move on the inside to take 6 back from Spencer Boyce, and he does. And now Spencer hits the wall off of 4 again. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be making moves on the outside lane if you have a run on the guy in front. As Martinsville is a one-groove racetrack, and that one groove is on the bottom. You can't really make anything work up there, so it's best to just dive down low and hope for the best. Oh, we got Kamal Wright a little loose off of turn 2. Yeah, and that's another thing. Oh, but he's making a move on Bradley for 2nd. Or 3rd, my bad. And he will take 3rd away. Oh, but he gets a little surgy there. He's hoping that his internet holds out until the end of the race. But for right now, so far so good, as he is running in 3rd. But Bradley gets loose off of 4, and Tegan's making the move on the outside. But Bradley with that inside lane holds on to it for now, but he's still side by side with them. Tegan makes a diving move into 3. Still side by side contact. They're almost 3 wide off of 4. And they are still side by side for 4th. Contact between the 48 and the 4. 1 car's entering pit road. It's the 37 of Kevin Hall. And Tegan Jones with a slingshot off of 4 as he takes 4th away. Oh, Bradley into the wall. He spins out. Jared Haw and Spencer Boyce involved. And it looks like the caution will come out. And this will be the race back to the line. Yep, caution is out. And that lead that Michael Whitman had built up over the course of this relatively short run, gone. And now he's going to have to fight to keep the lead once again. And Kevin Hall will take the wave around, or the lucky dog, rather. So I believe that will put him back on the lead lap. So the pits are open. And it looks like everybody's going to be coming in. And a very long pit road at 35 miles per hour. Looks like they're slowing down to an absolute crawl. Alright, let's see who wins the race off. And it looks like everyone took 4 tires and fuel, and it is Michael Whitman that wins the race off pit road once again. And it looks like everybody exits where they entered. Or at least everyone exits the same way they came in. So, it's Michael Whitman and Michael Fox making up the front row once again. We're going to take another lap. Gonna take the green flag this time. So Michael Whitman having to hold off Michael Fox once again. But with a car that's as fast as his, I'm sure he'll make easy work of it. And of course, he's on the inside, so he'll definitely have the advantage. Coming off of 4. Into the Geico restart zone. Green flag's out. We are back underway at Martinsville. And Whitman has cleared Fox, but now he has a new challenger behind him. The 10 of Kamal Wright. And Wright trying to make the move on Fox for second. And they're still side by side. And you got Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce behind him. Oh, contact between the 10 and the 42. And Fox gets shuffled out wide. So Kamal Wright showing a little bit of the bumper as we get to the halfway point of the stage. Spencer Boyce hits the wall. And Bradley making the move down low. And it looks like Bradley will take 5th away from the 7th. Meanwhile, the battle for 2nd is heating up between the 10 of Kamal Wright and the 42 of Michael Fox. Wright took a little bit of a higher line in turn 4. And that's going to allow Michael Fox to get his nose in. Side by side off of 2. May have been a little bit of contact. Wright takes it a little too deep into 3. And that's going to allow Fox to take 2nd and Tegan Jones to take 3rd away. And now Bradley's going to take 4th away from the 10. And Wright gets back in line. So put Michael Fox back up to 2nd, but once again, Michael Whitman is pulling away. And Michael Whitman has really found something before we started the race. And as the NASCAR man or Michael Zartman Jr. said earlier, he's in a whole nother zip code, or at least he's not in another zip code quite yet. But he should be there in a little bit. Meanwhile, we have this battle, I believe it is for 9th. I believe. Let me go ahead and check here. No, my apologies. It's actually no way. The battle in front of Harris is for 9th. But now he's starting to get involved in that battle, or my apologies, or it could be for 8th between Jared Haw and Ryan Parsons. And Kevin Hall was stopped on the track. So something must have happened to him. Either probably something outside of the race, of course. So he has pulled off to the side, or the inside on the backstretch. So he doesn't interfere with the other competitors. Oh, it looked like Bradley hit the wall again. Coming off of 4. It could just be another bit of a lag spike. Well, now we have a battle for 2nd brewing between Tegan Jones and Michael Fox. So could Tegan Jones have found something in the pit stops to get his car dialed in? Meanwhile, this battle for 4th is still going on between the 48, the 10, and the 7. Yeah, pizza versus burger. Yeah, Hunt Brothers versus McDonald's. There may not be a Hunt Brothers Pizza near you, but there definitely is a McDonald's near you. And so far, Ronald McDonald is winning the battle. And no, seriously, that's Michael Fox's profile picture on the Discord server of Ronald McDonald. And so far, everybody has pretty much all spread out, except for a few battles on track. And the battle for 5th still going on between the 10 and the 7. And Spencer's there. Now, but Kamal Wright takes a bit of a higher line again. That might give Spencer an opportunity here. But Kamal holds on to that spot. And Spencer Boyce again. He's there. He's on that back bumper. Oh, but he gets a good run off of 4 as he's trying to get a nose in there. And off of 2. Spencer clears him. So put Spencer Boyce up in the 5th. And Kevin Hall has rejoined the race. And obviously he is multiple laps down. And sadly, no amount of cautions can get him back into this one. Now this battle for 8 between a couple of the Stuart Haas teammates of David Wessel and Ryan Parsons. They're starting to go at it. Now Parsons on the back bumper of his teammate. I mean, and he's trying to diamond the corner, trying to get a good run off. And it looks like he's done that, but he's on the high side of Wessel. Wessel holds on the inside. And now Wessel's trying to diamond the corner. Oh, but that's going to open the door for Parsons. Side by side into 3. Parsons hasn't cleared Wessel yet. And now he has, so put Ryan Parsons up into 8th. And now we got this battle for 4th. Spencer Boyce and Bradley Domer Jr. And behind them, the battle for 6th between Kamal Wright and Jared Haw. And Spencer, it looked like he got an opportunity down low. But Bradley shuts the door on him. But Spencer might have a run here. But he's a little too far back. Oh, but Bradley hits the wall. That's definitely going to allow Spencer to get down low. Door to door off of 2. Entering 3. Oh, Spencer got to the curb. Contact between the 7 and the 48. And they're still side by side. But Bradley holding on to that 4th spot on the outside, making it work. But it looked like Spencer got another run down the backstretch. Now he's trying to diamond the corners to get a run off. And Bradley hits the wall again. Contact between the 7 and the 48. And Spencer clears him. But Bradley's not done yet. Spencer left the door open, but Spencer holds on to 4th for now. And Jared Haw has gotten around Kamal Wright for 6th. But Jared Haw got loose off of 2. And Michael Whitman is starting to lap cars again, as he has got around Joshua Harris. Yeah, but I'm sure that'll definitely help his lead, as it's now starting to grow exponentially once again. And Joshua Harris lets the 2nd and 3rd place cars of Fox and Jones get out of the way. And now Spencer Boyce is coming up to him, and as we saw earlier, these two have been beating and banging off of each other. So I wonder how Harris will play into letting Spencer Boyce out of the way. And yep, Harris lets Spencer through. Harris knows that he is a lap ahead, so no sense in holding him up. So now Jared Haw is starting to work his way up to 5th. The 48 of Bradley Domer Jr. And now Harris gets out of the way of this battle. And now Jared Haw, he's trying to diamond the corners to try and get a run. Meanwhile, Michael Whitman still with another commanding lead. He's now caught up to the back of the 2 of Cameron Morris to try to put him a lap down. But Morris is holding them up. And Whitman hit the wall because of it. And now Morris gets out of the way. And Whitman got into the wall again, but it won't hurt him all that much. And we are definitely past the halfway mark, as they are now on lap 153. Coming to lap 154, so we have less than 100 to go. And now Spencer Boyce has caught up to Tegan Jones for third. And of course, the last time these two ran nose to tail with one another, Spencer couldn't really get by Tegan Jones. Yeah, but now Spencer has another chance at doing just that. There he is, diamonding that corner. Trying to get that run off. And he almost gets into the wall there off of 4. Oh, it looked like he got a little bit of a run there, but it looked like Tegan got the better exit. And Spencer takes a higher line. But I think he just lost it coming off of 2. But he is still right on that back bumper of the 4, so if he can just get that run off the corner, he'll have an opportunity to dive it into 3. And Tegan still keeping Spencer Boyce at bay. He's still hanging tough on that inside lane. Tegan Jones gets the better run off of 2 that time. Tegan Jones kind of messed up a little bit. Went a little bit higher, but he shuts the door on Spencer. Meanwhile, Michael Whitman has built his gap up to a little over a straightaway once again. He's entering turn 1 at the exact same time that Michael Fox is coming off of 4. But now this group is coming up to lap traffic as Joshua Harris pulls into the pits. Spencer Boyce got loose off of 4. That's definitely going to cost him. Now he has to work his way back up to Tegan Jones once again. And with Joshua Harris in the pits, I think it might be time for these guys to start thinking about their own pit stops. So even though we do run, I believe, ×3 tire wear and fuel consumption, Martinsville is a track that doesn't really wear tires all that much. It certainly doesn't burn up a lot of fuel. And of course, it'll all depend on the sliders that these guys run on, as well as the adjustments they make on their stops. As Whitman hits the wall off of 4, we have 81 laps to go. Now, of course, that may sound like a lot, but when you're running at a track like Martinsville, where the average lap time is a little under 20 seconds, 81 laps, now 80 laps, they're going to go by really quick. And Spencer Boyce has caught back up to Tegan Jones. And Michael Fox has caught up to Cameron Morris to get around him. Well, we got one car way down low on the front stretch, and it's the 41 of David Wessel. So he probably got way loose off of turn 4. And he smacked the inside wall on the front stretch. And that's another aspect of Martinsville that makes it such a tricky short track to drive on. And that is when you get a long run like this, your car has a very good chance of getting loose and spinning out coming out of turns 2 and 4. And it can really ruin your race when that happens. And Fox, oh, but Tegan, as I said, Tegan Jones got loose off of 2. And now Kamal Wright's in. And now they've caught up to the lap traffic of Cameron Morris. And now Fox got loose off of 2. So now this is starting to be a 3-car fight for second. Morris at the wall, and that slows Spencer up. And now Morris gets out of the way. So now Tegan Jones, right on the back bumper of Michael Fox once again as he makes a move on the inside. He got a nose in there. Side by side in 3, a little bit of contact. And that slowed Fox up way down. And contact between the 7 and the 42, so put Spencer Boyce in the 3rd. And now Michael Whitman, race leader, is in. That means the race leader is the 4 of Tegan Jones as of right now. But of course, they still have to make their stops. And of course, even though this is essentially the provisional battle for second, because I believe the pit stops will cycle back out to Michael Whitman being the leader. But as of right now, like, Spencer Boyce is trying to fight for the lead, and he wants to lead a lap. Oh, Wessel gets into the wall. And Spencer Boyce has to take evasive action. He also held up Tegan Jones just a little bit. Oh, but now Tegan Jones gets into the wall. And now he's coming in. So put Spencer Boyce out front. Oh, and David Wessel spins out. Trying to get to his pit stall. Or trying to enter pit road. And Bradley's in. So Spencer Boyce is your leader. But of course, he still has to come in and make a stop, and that's exactly what he's doing. As is the two of Cameron Morris. And Ryan Parsons has taken the lead, albeit briefly, but now he's in for his stop. And I believe the pit cycle will cycle back out to Michael Whitman being the leader. And yep, Michael Whitman has retaken the lead. But I think Whitman may have lost a little bit of time on his pit stop, as Michael Fox has gained a little bit. But he's really gained on the third place guy, Tegan Jones. And at this point in the race, it's all about the leaders trying to navigate their way through that lap traffic. Well, actually, Tegan Jones is actually in second. So yeah, Tegan Jones is in second, and Michael Whitman, he has a half lap lead on the 4. And here I am thinking that Michael Fox is taking second, but no, something happened to the 42 on one of his stops. I think he might have sped. So yeah, it is Michael Whitman, Tegan Jones, and Spencer Boyce, your top 3. But with the lead as big as Michael Whitman's, the battle for second almost feels like a battle for the win. And I believe this is the race, pretty much, as Spencer Boyce, he ducks way down low, and Tegan Jones cuts him off. He had to get into the curb to keep Boyce behind him as Spencer hits the wall off of turn 2. So yeah, this pretty much, this battle for second pretty much is the race. Oh, but Tegan got loose off of 2 and Spencer got into the wall. He's on the high side. He had a nose up there. Spencer dives it up high into turn 1. Oh, but I think Spencer got a run. The 4 and the 7. Still bumper to bumper. Not giving each other an inch. And Spencer got a run up high. Tegan Jones forces him up. Spencer hits the wall once again. And Cameron Morris, who's the lap car, like he has a front row seat to this battle. And Michael Whitman has a 3/4 lap lead over Tegan Jones. At this rate, I think Michael Whitman will lap the whole field before this thing's all said and done, which I don't think has ever happened in the CFRL before. Or at least not to my knowledge. And still, it is Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce battling for second. Michael Whitman, the race leader, has a 3/4 of a lap lead. And Tegan Jones got loose a little bit off of 4. Spencer Boyce once again trying to make that high line work. Or at least diamond that corner as much as he possibly can. Oh, Spencer got a run. Oh, Tegan Jones forces him up. And Spencer still right behind him in third. Oh, he's got another run off of 4. And he's still trying to make that high lane work, but to no avail. And if I were Spencer Boyce, I mean, I would try, to diamond the corner to get the run off. But I wouldn't try to make a move on the high side because it hasn't really worked as well for you as some of the other guys. So I would try to give him the bumper. Try to force Tegan Jones up high. So really, all you have to do is give Tegan Jones the old and send him to Epstein Day School. But Spencer, he's not. He's trying to make that high lane work, but I think he might have gotten it this time as he gets a run off of 2 side by side with Tegan Jones. Even more contact. Jones forces him up high. But Tegan Jones still holds on to that second spot. Spencer gets another run, more contact. Spencer almost turned Tegan into the wall. Spencer Boyce. And that white and teal car that you saw coming off of turn 2, that is the race leader, Michael Whitman. Spencer Boyce still trying to get that run on the high side. But Tegan Jones aggressively keeping Spencer behind him. And these two are really playing rough with each other. But it is Martinsville, and that is expected. And yep, there is Michael Whitman coming off of turn 2 now. So there is very much a chance for Michael Whitman to lap the whole field before this race is over. And NASCAR, man, you wanted your beef. And you've got it. And I would say this is pizza versus corn. If you want to bring food analogies into it. And there's Spencer again making the run up high. Oh, but Jones got into the wall. That might help Spencer out a little bit, but he just gets way too high. Oh, but Spencer got the run. Oh, he turns Tegan into the wall. And now Tegan Jones way up high. And he still shuts the door on Spencer. Oh, but now Spencer got the run. He tried to make the move down low, but Tegan blocks him. And Spencer trying the high lane again. It looks like he got a run off. Even more contact between the 7 and the 4. There's still bumper to bumper, the 7 and the 4. And now they have a lap car of Michael Fox to deal with. So I believe something happened to Michael Fox, whether he had a bad stop or he got a speeding penalty entering pit road. And I thought he was running for second when the pit cycled out. But he's a lap down, which is unfortunate because it looked like he had a car that could finish in the top 5, if not win the race. Yeah, but he's being treated to an epic battle between Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce behind him. And Spencer still trying to make that high lane work. And going to race leader Michael Whitman, there was a little bit of contact or a little bit of a kerfuffle between Cameron Morris and Kevin Hall. And that almost took Whitman out. But now from Whitman's view, he can see the battle for second right in front of him. And it's this battle right here. Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce. And I believe of the 88 of Jared Haw, he is, I believe, for 4th. As we have 30 laps to go, now 29 laps to go. And Spencer Boyce still trying to get around Tegan Jones in every which way he can. But that 4 car, the 3-time Cup Series champion, is making his life absolutely difficult. But Spencer's not going to give up that easily. But it looks to have settled down, at least for now. And Whitman crossed the line with 26 to go. But it looks like we're starting to go at it again. It's Spencer Boyce. He's on the outside again. Trying to get the run off. Or trying to get the dive in. And Tegan forces him up again. Spencer Boyce. He is just trying absolutely hard to get around Tegan Jones, and Tegan gets loose off of 4. But Jones still holds on to that second spot. But Spencer, it looked like he had a run off of 2. And Tegan again still holds on. And it looks like both of them have had an equally good run off of 2. Yeah, but Spencer's right there. And he's still trying to make that high lane work. Oh, but he diamonds the corner off of 4. He's going to have a move on the inside, but Tegan cuts him off. And there was contact between those two. And Whitman crossed the line with 19 to go. So I believe that the most recent green flag stop looks like it's going to be the only green flag stop of the race. Beef. Oh, but Spencer gives him the bumper. Now he's on the inside. Tegan forces him down, but Spencer clears him. Oh, but Tegan's coming back. He hits the wall. Dove it in way too deep. Oh, but he still gets the run off. That might have been Tegan's Hail Melon moment. I mean, he didn't ride the wall all the way around the track, but he was able to carry enough speed into turn 3 to where even if he hit the wall, which he did, he would still clear Spencer. And looking back from Spencer's point of view, Jared Haw right behind him, and right behind him is race leader Michael Whitman, who just crossed the line with 14 laps to go. He'll be coming to 13 to go now. "13 laps to go in the race for Michael Whitman." An absolutely dominant performance from that 9 car. Oh, and the 42 and the 37 get out of the way. And now Kevin Hall comes into the pits. Either that or he got out of the way of Whitman. 11 laps to go for the 9. It looks like Jared Haw got into the wall. And he gets out of Michael Whitman's way. So now there's 10 laps to go in the race, and there's nothing between himself and third place Spencer Boyce. It might be a little too late to lap the whole field, but if Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce start battling again, He might have a chance of doing that. And Spencer catching up again as Whitman crosses the line with 8 to go. So I bet the race chat has been on fire with this battle between Jones and Boyce. And Whitman was absolutely nowhere near this battle, but now it looks like he might get a front row seat to it. As he crosses the line with 6 laps to go. But if I were Whitman, I'd actually hold back a little bit, because you have an astronomical lead. There's no point in trying to lap the field, especially since the second and third place cars are battling like mad. But now Whitman crosses the line with 5 laps to go, so no more cautions. Spencer again, but it looks like Spencer might have lost touch with Tegan a little bit as Whitman crosses the line with 4 to go. Riding along with his view, and as you see right in front of him, it's the battle for second. Three laps to go for Michael Whitman. And I think he might have taken my advice, as he is starting to hold back just a little bit. Don't want to risk anything. 2 laps to go. Michael Whitman is a half mile away from victory. Number 5. White flag is out. Final lap at Martinsville. An absolutely dominant performance from the 2023 champion, looking for his 5th win of the year. He's not going to lap the whole field, but it'll come darn close to it. Michael Whitman wins at Martinsville. Meanwhile, the battle for second. Spencer has one more chance to dive it in on Tegan. Spencer gives him the bumper, but it's going to be a little too late. Tegan Jones holds him off for second. An absolutely dominant win from Michael Whitman. He has earned his 5th win of the 2024 season, tying his teammate Bradley Domer Jr. for second most. And let's see who has the fastest lap here. And it is Michael Whitman with the fastest lap with a 19.485. So let's go ahead and get your race winner, Michael Whitman, in here. We gonna see beef in the pits? Maybe. And there he is, your race winner, Michael Whitman. And if there is one word that I can describe your performance tonight, that is dominant. Like, you were absolutely tearing Martinsville up. So was there anything that you found in the setup that allowed you to have such an astronomical lead?
No, it was a pretty fun one for sure. I didn't even know if I'd race today. I think we talked about it last week. So I kind of found something in practice this week. I don't know if I found something, or I just feel like I'm performing better. And I mean, I've had a lot of help through time, and kind of just watching people and just starting to figure out different ways to drive the track. And this week was no exception. I don't feel like I did that much different. I just found a way to make better pace around the track. So that's I don't usually win like that. Usually I win like on the edge of my seat. So I was still on the edge of my seat because there's a lot going on. I assume you saw a lot with the 4 and the 7 on the broadcast, and a lot of people getting loose. So it was definitely still nervous times, even though I had a big lead. But no, just really happy to get a win here. I never thought I would. So it's pretty cool.
And now earlier in the race, I kind of said that it looked like you were racing with a little bit of a fire in your belly after what happened in the real race in New Hampshire. Did that play a factor in your performance tonight?
No, I mean I was of course frustrated because I mean I think a lot of people in the league knew I was planning on going, but weather permitting, it didn't seem like the safest option, considering that literally my path there and back would be through the storms that were going through this region throughout the day. So it wasn't necessarily the safest idea, especially being like about 3 or so hours away. And of course, what happened with Chase Elliott wasn't great, and kind of made me glad I wasn't there. But no, that had nothing to do with it. I was just glad to get a big win here. That's a short track one, which I don't think I have. Maybe Iowa counts as a short track. I don't know, but yeah, pretty cool one for sure.
Yeah, nobody likes Joey Logano, but later later on in the race, and you saw that battle for second yourself between Tegan Jones and Spencer Boyce. It looked like you could have lapped the whole field, but did you decide to hold back and not risk getting involved in any potential scuffs between those two?
I'd say the last run, I mean, I was still putting in some pretty good laps, and I was still definitely on the edge of control at points, but I think I took it a notch, just a little notch down, just not taking the risks that I was taking earlier on in the race, and I was trying to get my lead over Mindkiller when he was back in second, and he was pretty competitive and was able to stick with me for one of those runs. So he was pretty strong, and so was Tegan as the race went on. So I definitely on that last run, when I saw that the 42 had sped, and I saw the 4 and the 7 were together, I kind of knew that they were gonna just get into a pissing match with each other. So I could see that coming, but I didn't intentionally like stick behind that. I wasn't taking the risks that I was earlier on in the race during that run. But that was fun to watch. If anybody knows what happened at Dover in the midweek series a couple weeks back, then I think you all know what Tegan was mad about and holding up Spencer for.
So yeah, it's a pretty wild battle for second, but an absolutely dominant win for you, your 5th win of the season, tying you second with your teammate, Bradley Domer Jr., for the second most out of anybody this season. And I bet that's got to feel pretty good for your seating position in the playoffs.
Yeah, and to be tied on wins with Bradley is just just kind of an honor, honestly, because Bradley, year in, year out, finds a way to be competitive at all sorts of different tracks. So to be up there with him, and nobody's going to get to where Tegan's at on wins. But I'm pretty close to him with their whole regular season deal, and I think that this run tonight's going to help me out a little bit. He got good stage points and, of course, finished second, so it's not going to be like a massive gain. But, getting the win and getting the fastest lap definitely, and the stage win definitely doesn't hurt that whole regular season championship deal. So that's really my main target now for right now. Of course, I'd like to get more wins and the playoff points stack up with those, but the regular season championship is my main target right now.
Well, you're one step closer to that regular season championship with now 3 races left of the regular season, but congratulations on your absolutely dominant win here at Martinsville, and I guess I'll see you next week at Michigan.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Kylo. Thank you for doing this as always.
Of course.
Have a good night, my friend.
Same to you. And I bet these next two interviews are going to be absolutely bonkers, I'd say. So let's bring in your second place finisher. And that will be the 4 of Tegan Jones. He had a very good car and was able to hang in with Mike for second for a little bit. Well, that is before Whitman pulled away from the rest of the field. But still a very good result for him. And he, of course, is also involved in that battle for the regular season championship, as he is the points leader. And there he is, your second place finisher, Tegan Jones. A very good race for you, finishing in second, but you were ultimately no match for Michael Whitman's dominant car. But did you think that you could have had something for him, especially when you were all bunched up on the restarts?
Not really. I don't. It seems like every year a different person hits on something here. Trend continues. You know, we were all thinking that somebody else was going to win tonight because of their wheel and shit, and they weren't even a factor either on they were good on long run, but Mike had something figured out. I don't know what it is. It seems like I could tell on long run that he was not giving up time like everybody else was. So it's just something I'm gonna have to figure out. It seems like he's definitely figured out his short track shit. So I don't know what to do. To be honest, this game can't end quick enough now, in my opinion. Just so we can get a new game and some new shit, going on. And it may fuck me too, but it seems like anymore you're rewarded with fucking looser sliders on this game than what you used to get away with. So, I mean, 30% of that lobby was on fucking sliders higher than what most could get away with on the short run. So, I don't know. It's something there's some kind of setting or somewhere that we're missing, a few of us, and we're going to have to figure it out.
And of course, I will bring this up, and then I want to get your side of the story on this. But your battle for second with Spencer Boyce late in the race, like every time he had a charge on you, whether it be up high or down low, like you would definitely cut him off, and even using the bumper and even using some quarter panel to make sure you stay behind him. I'm guessing it was a pissing match that you ultimately won.
Well, that was payback from the Dover shit that he done on me a couple weeks ago. And instead of just taking it for the whole race, he decides late into that race, when he wasn't even on me, like I was checking the mirrors, he wasn't even near me at the moment, and he just fucking dive bombed it, drove it in there, and gave me damage again like he did Dover. So we're still not even. He just reset the fucking clocks, all he did. So I still will get him back. I will race him like a bitch from here on out in both series. It's free game. He wants to cry and be a little wine bag and stuff. I know he has a faster car, but he should have took his fucking medicine, and he didn't. And I'm going to race him like a bitch the rest of the year. I don't care if he rage quits. I don't give a fuck. I've got 9 wins. And if he starts doing shit in the playoffs, I'll fucking park his ass. So he's messing with the wrong fuckers, all I gotta say.
And when he did get around you, you were able to pull off your own kind of Hail Melon moment as you dove it into 3, but and you hit the wall.
But the dude checked up. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, you were able to hang on to that second spot, but a pretty and NASCAR man Michael Zartman Jr. is in the chat saying beef.
Well, I mean, the dude
there,
literally has beef with everybody. It just seems like he wants to get me more, and I am not the right guy to mess with. Other than Michael and maybe Bradley, and we're the top 3 when it comes to making calls and shit in this league. So I don't know what he's fucking thinking, but he's picking the wrong fucking fight, and he's not going to win. In long term, he will not win.
And of course, you're one of the guys involved in the fight for the regular season championship, as we have 3 races left in the regular season. What's your strategy going into the final 3 races, especially with Spencer Boyce kind of breathing down your neck here?
Well, we've left Spencer Boyce's his best track, so I expect him to go back to normal, which is raging back in 7th or 8th place. So I think I'll be fine when it comes to him. I've just got to worry about Mike. He's pretty decent at Indy. He's pretty decent at Michigan. So, and Daytona can go either way. So I got to get the points there in stages and stuff like that. So, it's just even, I got to thank my teammate, come on, for helping me get an extra stage point tonight. So, I kind of moved him out of the way, gave him the hint, he took it. So, I thank him. And that's the reason why I was wanting to fight for second so much. It's just, for one, if Mike's going to win, I got to finish second. It's just the way shit. It's just the universe is right when that happens either way, either order. So, and another thing, I did not want to lose as much as points as I could to him for this, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be pretty close to tied now. So, especially with the fastest lap going to him. So, I just got to finish ahead of him in stages and in the actual race, because we actually have a double stage coming up as well at Indy. So, I got to make sure I'm on the right side of strategy there as well.
And on top of that, Indy is our final no bull race of the year. But yeah, and the way you're describing that battle in the midweek race at Dover, it kind of pisses me off that I went out of town and missed it. But congratulations on a very good second place for you, and I'll see you next week at Michigan.
Thanks for broadcasting so late.
Yeah, of course, no big deal. All right, let's go ahead and get Spencer Boyce's side of the story, as he was able to bring it home in 3rd place behind Tegan Jones. Yeah, but still a very good result. And I know that he has changed his name once again, so I will have to search by his new name. Yeah, and there he is, your 3rd place finisher, Spencer Boyce. A very good top 3 result for you at arguably your best track, but obviously you kind of wanted more than just that.
Yeah, I did, because I spent the whole race trying to pass people clean. Like for Wessel, for example, I know we got into it, but I was trying to pass him clean. Didn't mean to. I let him pass me again, because I feel like I want to pass him that way. And yeah, I was just visibly frustrated, because I don't know what happened to my car at that track. No, I just was trying to be careful and pass people cleanly, and half the time I was just riding behind them. But I guess they got their wish. They got a new different winner at Martinsville. Ridiculous.
Yeah, obviously you're kind of very frustrated about the result right now, but I do want to talk about your battle with Tegan Jones for a second, because he said it was a bit of a payback in his eyes for the midweek race at Dover. But tell us your side of that story.
I don't know, I just got tired of, after he cut me off, I was like, screw it, I'll just tell him how I felt about it, and then give him his spot back. But I don't know, maybe I'll just skip the next 2 races, but do him a favor. But I don't know. There's always next year at Martinsville, or I don't know. I do like how I qualified second, and then that incident where I was on the curve, that was on my fault. I stopped my car trying to so more people wouldn't hit me. But then there was the yellow.
Yeah, but it was a pretty wild battle between you and Tegan Jones for second. But obviously, you have a win already, so you are in the playoffs. So, how are the next two races gonna shake out in your favor?
Michigan should be a dropped in track where everyone will be single file, and as Indy goes, I'm not sure. I'm sure everyone will be single file that race. And at Daytona, I'm sure. I hope that will go well because I had terrible luck in qualifying on restrictor plates. So I'm just, I don't know. I hope I'm gonna get. I just want another dub. That's all I want. And I know we have New Hampshire coming up for midweek, and I hope I do good there.
Well, I can't wait to see how your rivalry with Tegan Jones plays out as we get to the end of the regular season. But David Wessel's clapping for you in the chat. But congratulations on a very good third place finish, and we'll see you next week at Michigan.
Yeah, I hope Wessel's proud of himself. Hope they all are. Goodbye.
All right, then. He's obviously very frustrated with how the results played out. But, I mean, it is how it is. But let's go ahead and get your fourth place finisher, Jared Haw. A very good result for him as well. A top 5, but of course he ended up being the first car one lap down when it was all said and done. Of course, I will give him a little bit of time so he can get himself in here. Probably about another minute or so. But yeah, very strong fourth place for Jared Haw. He was running out front for like a good chunk of the race. He was in the top 10 for pretty much all of it. But of course, he took advantage of some other people's mistakes as well as Michael Fox's speeding penalty to get himself a top 5 finish, albeit being the first car a lap down, because Michael Whitman had a very huge lead at that point. But I think I will go ahead and move on to Bradley Domer Jr. See if he wants to get himself in here. It is showing he is offline, but I will send him an invite anyway. But yeah, all 3 of the Hendrick cars that competed tonight all finished in the top 5. So I bet they have to be feeling good about the team's performance tonight, and hopefully that'll translate to the next 3 weeks as we get close to the end of the regular season here. Give him a little bit more time. So even though it did say he was offline, but I have sent him an invite just in case. Yeah, I think I'll probably go ahead and call stream here. I know it was a bit of a lackluster end in terms of the interviews, but we did get three really good ones from the only three cars that finished on the lead lap. Race winner Michael Whitman, second place Tegan Jones, and third place Spencer Boyce. And can't wait to see where the rivalry between those two guys will go, especially as we get into the regular season and into the playoffs. 3 races left of the regular season, and it's going to be a pretty crazy 3 weeks, I would say, with Michigan next week, and then an off week for the 4th of July, and then Indy after that, our final no bull race of the year, and the top 5 from that will be the no bull eligible drivers for our Daytona 500 next season. And then speaking of Daytona, that will be the final race of the regular season, and of course Daytona being a restrictor plate track, a drafting track, so it should be pretty much anybody's game. And I'm sure it'll favor those who have the restrictor plate prowess. But of course, we'll get there when we get there. But final thoughts on the race? An absolutely dominant performance from race winner Michael Whitman. He almost lapped the whole field, which I still think hasn't really happened in the CFRL yet, at least to my knowledge. And I'm sure it'll happen at another Martinsville race down the line. But yeah, a dominant win from Michael Whitman, and he now ties his teammate Bradley Domer Jr. for second most wins of the season. So yeah, very good win for him, a very dominant win for him, and of course for midweek, we actually did not have an off week last week or this past Wednesday. We decided to run trucks at Daytona. And of course, we're going to get right back at it this coming Wednesday for New Hampshire, which is where the Cup guys were at in real life today. And it's going to be a very tricky track for a few of the guys, especially some of the midweek regulars. But of course, the guys who've been the Cup guys who will probably be running that race, they're probably going to find it really easy. But even some of them might find it a very tricky at the Magic Mile. But we'll also get there when we get there. But would like to thank you all for watching tonight. I know it was a bit of a late start and a bit of a late end, at least here on the East Coast. But yeah, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week for Michigan for the Cup Series, as well as New Hampshire for the midweek series on Wednesday. Until then, we will see y'all, and have a good night.